Hello friends, welcome to today's demo, and welcome friends to today's demo. So today I wanted to give you some ideas for doing a quick little gift basket. So this is a very easy little gift, like a little gift bag or a little gift basket that you can create using just a piece of 12-inch by 12-inch paper. And so it's very easy design, and if you have any leftover paper around your house that's 12 inches by 12 inches, you can create one of these, and it makes it, oh hello! And it makes it really fun for making a quick little gift. So, oh hello, welcome to demo today. So today we're just learning about making a quick little gift basket so that you can put like little treats and things in for like holiday or birthday. And if you have any piece of 12 by 12 paper around, you can make one of those very easily. So,
be a little storage bag.
what was that? It could be, yes, it can, like on your little counter. That would be super cute, especially if you use like kind of stiffer paper. That would be fantastic. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started here. Okay, so what we're gonna do first is we are going to take a piece of 12 by 12 paper, and I decided for this technique today, we're also going to do a little bit of painting, because why not, that I want to pick one of these papers from Lawn Fun. Oh, hello Daisy! If you wanted to turn one of those chairs around, perfect! There you are!
Scoot down and
We can make this work. So I'm using this paper today. We're making, just so you know, we're making these cute little gift baskets today, which could be great for like little presents, or like as Carol was saying, for like a desk, we put like little like art supplies in. If you make it out of some thicker cardstock, like a lightweight chipboard, you could also like have it like be a little bit more sturdy. So today I wanted to use one of these new papers. These come from Lawn Fun. One side looks like a cable knit, which is so beautiful, and the other side is just kind of like a fun, like kind of a Nordic look. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna find one of these colors. I'm actually weirdly gonna go with the red one, and then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you how to make this. So first thing you want to do is cut off the little barcode, because the barcode, when it's cut off, then your paper will be 12 inches by 12 inches, and you do need it to be a square in order to do this technique. So then we are going to take, this is a scoreboard, but if you don't have a scoreboard, you can, you're going to basically want to do it into thirds. And so because it's 12 inches by 12 inches, those are going to be 4 inches squares that we're doing. So scoring, I don't know if you know what a scoring tool is, but a scoring tool is a tool that fits into the grooves of a scoreboard. And so it makes it so you can make a perfect fold. When I first learned how to use these, I was like, I know how to fold, but it does make it so it's a little bit more professional, and then you can get accurate dimensions for folding. So I'm going to score this at 4 inches and 8 inches, and then I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to do the same thing, 4 inches and 8 inches. Then we are going to do, well, we'll fold it on up. Emphasize all your folds here. And then we're going to put, I'm going to do a 1/4 inch hole punch, or like a standard size hole punch is 1/4 inch in each of the corners. And I don't want to be too far, or I don't want to be too close to the edge. Otherwise, as you put your ribbon through, it could easily tear. So I try to keep that pretty, in from the edge, probably about 1/4 of an inch in. And we're going to do that here and here and here and here. All right. Now, for this next part, I could, of course, start putting this together, because this is all you really need to do to make the basic basket. But because it's me, I have to make it more fun. So what I want to do is, this is going to be the outside, but if you wanted this to be the outside, this is what you would paint on. But I want to do a little painting technique, and I want to teach you guys how to use one of my favorite brushes. This is a fan brush, and if you've ever seen one of these, it might be kind of an intimidating tool, right? Especially if you have no idea how to use it. And for many years, like literally up until like last year, owning an art store, I had no idea how to use this. I was like, that looks fun and very intimidating. It's kind of scary. This is actually the secret for making perfect pine trees. I had no idea, but it's really easy to do. And even if you don't make the craft today, if you just go home and play with the fan brush, I guarantee you're gonna have so much fun. So what we're gonna do here is I want to kind of create kind of a wintry scene. So I am doing it on red just to show you that you can make a beautiful holiday scene on red paper. So I'm gonna start out with white, and I'm kind of using, I'm gonna make little individual scenes on each of my 4 corners. I'm gonna do a scene here, 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 and here. They're gonna be facing up towards the edge of the paper. So I'm gonna make this like the snow. And I'm gonna do that here, here, and here, and here. All right. I'm just gonna clean off my brush here. And then we're gonna do the green here. So this is how you do this. To make a pine tree, we're gonna go straight up, And then you kind of go up on its edge a little bit and kind of go back and forth like this. And as you kind of head towards the bottom, you kind of go back and forth like so.
Yeah, that's what Bob Ross does.
Yeah, I had no idea, but it makes like a tree that actually looks like a pine tree.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not perfect, but it actually looks really cool. So I wanted to do that on, I'm gonna do 4 different little scenes. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but it's a great way to kind of create that kind of boughs of a tree look. And because I got a little blop there, we're just gonna turn that into another little tree. And I might as well make a few little scenes here. Now I just have the one shade of green, but let's say you're like, I really want my tree to kind of have like a little blue tint to it. So you can take a little bit of blue and green together and put that kind of down there at the bottom. And then that way you can kind of get just a little bit of kind of a different tone on there if you wanted to go with a slightly different shade. I can also bring in a little bit of black if you're wanting to kind of get more of a little bit of a black silhouette green. And we'll do one more over here. All right. So then once you have your little tree scene going on here, then we are going to let that dry just ever so slightly before we add in our white. So I'm gonna set this to the side for just a moment. And I'm gonna use a die cut machine. So I'm the kind of person, I'm like, I gotta make it as fun as possible, especially if it's gonna be a holiday present. So this is a home die cut machine. Are you familiar with what a die cut machine is? So a die cut, I just happen to know that these guys know what a die cut machine is. So a die cut is going to be bumpy on one side and smooth on the other side. This machine, there's nothing that plugs in, but it's a pressure system. And so I'm going to cut out some little kitties and some tiny little birds. So I'm going to use my fuzzy, this is actually a fuzzy type of paper. It's called suede paper. I'm putting it bumpy side down here in the die cut machine, and then the layering, and we roll it through. And the pressure system of rolling that through actually cut out your little shapes, and so you get tiny cute little kitties, and they are absolutely adorable.
Wonderful.
So we are going to be playing with a bunch of little kitties today.
Use them a lot of places.
Yes. Yes, and then there's also some little birds, and now these are just standard little birds, but I'm going to cut them out of red so they kind of look like cardinals, which is kind of funny for this environment here because we definitely don't have cardinals. But you know, it's okay. It's kind of a classic holiday kind of a bird. All right. So I pre-cut all of these, but these will just be for later. Okay. So now I have my little kitties and my little birdies here. All my little shapes cut out.
Can you taste the birds?
They certainly could. I don't see why not. Though dimension-wise, they are a little terrifying. The birds are, because they kind of are the same size. So you got to kind of create your scene. So while I wait for that one to dry, I have actually pre-done a different one in blue, just to kind of show you that way I would have plenty of time to allow that one to dry before I do the next step. So I'm also going to take my fan brush one more time. And put some white paint in here. So for doing this technique, I definitely recommend the thick viscosity white paint. Because otherwise, if it's a thin viscosity, sometimes it can get a little runny and it won't kind of hold its shape like snow. And so then when you kind of lay this down, you're going to kind of dab this on, you kind of at the bottom there. And then I'm trying to kind of very lightly lay in some things that kind of maybe look like snow on your branches here. So I'm just kind of dabbing it in and not doing a whole lot. Following that. Luckily, because of the background I chose, it already has kind of a wintry kind of look. So I'm imagining that the white will kind of probably stand out a little bit more on the red. But we'll come back to that shortly. All right. So once you laid that down, then if you're not a fan of glitter, you might want to close your eyes at this point. Taylor's not a fan of glitter. But I am going to lay down some, this is called Stickles, but it's basically a glitter glue. There we go. I don't know why they call it glitter glue. You say the glitter glue to kids, and then they try to use it as glue. It's just a glitter in a clear medium. The color of this is called Unicorn. Of course it is, because it's me. I love it! It is so stinking beautiful. So I'm just adding the little glitter on the snow part of this, just to make it, one, obvious that it's snow, but two, it just adds that magical aspect to your little creation here. Just makes it look a little bit more fun. All right, and then we will use actual glue, not the so-called glitter glue. to glue on our little birds and our kitties. So this gives you an opportunity to make tiny little miniature scenes. And because the kitties have different little cat personalities, some of them are laying down, some of them are playing, they are just so cute. You can kind of create whatever scene makes you the most happy. So I think what I want to do, just because with the situation with the cats and the birds being very similar in size, I want to have my cats, I think I'm going to have a cat literally laying in a tree. I love that. I'm going to put birds and cats maybe on different little scenes here. We'll see how it goes. So I'm going to do little birds. And I like to have my birds kind of facing each other, like maybe they're having like little like birdie conversations. You never know. They're out there talking all day long. They probably are having. Yes, I know.
We actually have conversations.
They're like, ha 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 ha.
Talking about the cats.
Yes.
Sit out there and chatter.
Yes, right. Okay, all right, you convinced me. I'm gonna do a cat and bird scene because it's just so adorable. Why not? We have our little kitty peeking up over here as if to say, what are you doing? Yes, exactly. That's exact. Oh, heck yes. Look, this one is actually standing up on his little hind legs as if to say, I'm going to get you, little bird. I love that. Ah, so fun. Okay, so once you have your scene created, then what you're going to do, oh, I got to put my hole punches in this my blue sheet here. Sorry, bear with me for just a second. Then you get to pick out fun ribbon color. So that's the other fun part about wrapping up presents, is you get to pick all the colors that go beautifully together. So these are all the different colors I've selected to kind of go with the color palettes of the paper today. And so this one would be fun, and that would be really cute. I think that for me personally, I kind of like the blue. I think the blue looks best with that. So you don't need very much, but what we're going to want to do is you take your satin ribbon, you want to cut it so that you have a pointy end on one side. And we're going to string this in. Oh, before we do so, in order for it to get it to all fold together, each of your four corners needs to fold in. In order to do that, you just take each edge of the square there and you just bring those together. And then you're going to make your crease there. Okay? So edges of your corners and make your crease. So all of your hole punches are going to land in the middle. That's the idea here. Our string, and I just go kind of opposite to start with, and then you're going to find the other one, and I'm going to go from the outside in. We'll tie that tight and give ourselves roughly the same size little tendrils there. Tie that off, tie a little bow, and there you have either a art project that takes a while, or if you don't want to do the art on the side, you could just have a quick little basket. But how cute is that with the little scenes? It's adorable. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. Because then, let's say after the holidays, someone could they could use this for other things, like you said, like on a table, little treats and things for, you can even make like a little hot chocolate station, put like a little cup and then like your marshmallows and your hot chocolate, maybe some candy canes, how cute. But then you could actually cut this out and make a card with it later. You can make a thank you card. So there are different ways to take that concept. You can even use that concept to just you could do a bunch of scenes on a piece of paper and cut those up and make cards. But those are the pieces available today. And then if you want to be creative and make something else with the pieces available, you're welcome to do so. But our craft station will be up for a week. So this craft will be $5 if you want to make one today, or if you don't want to make one, but today we want to come back, this demo station set up for a whole week. And then next Wednesday we'll have a new craft. So that's today's demo, friends. Thanks for joining me. Have a fun day. See you guys.